Yo, what's up? Camille here. So Dendro is gonna be coming out at 3.0 in a couple of weeks. Right now, I believe we know most of the things and reactions about Dendro, but I still see a lot of people kind of like confused and trying to understand what's going on with Dendro and other elements. I feel like it's the 1.0 of the game again, where people are like trying to understand reactions and stuff like that. But yeah, it's fun. So in this video, I'm gonna be doing a simple video where I explain all of the Dendro reactions that we know, and that's pretty much all of the reactions really. I don't think anything is gonna be added to that. So yeah, we're just gonna explain them simply, no bullshit. I'm just gonna say the reactions, what they do if I know, and that's it. So yeah, without further ado, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and let's begin. So first of all, we have Dendro plus Pyro. We all know this one is going to give us Burnin. What does Burnin do? It's basically just Burnin. The enemy is going to be burned and he's going to have some Pyro damage on him. So yeah, that's available since like before. You can try it anywhere. You can just put in like Pyro on the grass and you're going to see Burnin. The second reaction we're gonna have is Dendro plus Electro. That's gonna give us the catalyze / Quicken reaction. It's just two different names. I'm not really sure. I think Quicken is the official name in the game, but I've seen a lot of people call it catalyze before, so I'm just saying it here. But yeah, basically that's Dendro plus Electro. What this catalyze / Quicken reaction is gonna do is just that it's gonna debuff the enemy, and the enemy is gonna take more Electro and Dendro damage. So it's gonna leave like some green lightning on the enemy, and if he has it on, if you hit him with Electro or Dendro, he's gonna take extra damage. Now hold on, there are two extra reactions from this reaction, which are aggravate and spread. Aggravate is that when you have the Quicken reaction already on and then you hit an enemy with Electro, that extra Electro damage that he's gonna take is gonna be called aggravate. Spread is the same thing with Dendro damage. So aggravate and spread are not really real reactions, they're just like sub-reactions from the Quicken reaction. So basically Dendro plus Electro is gonna result in Quicken or catalyze, and then Dendro plus Electro is gonna result in aggravate, and then Dendro plus Electro plus Dendro is gonna result in spread. So aggravate and spread are just like two sub-reactions from Quicken. Now for the final like main reaction, which is Dendro plus Hydro, which is gonna result in Bloom. In the Bloom reaction, you're gonna have like a seed thing on the floor. This seed is gonna wait 6 seconds and then it's gonna explode. That's it. And you're gonna have that from having Dendro plus Hydro. It's like, you know, you add water to the plants, you're gonna have something grow out of it and stuff like that. So yeah, that's the Bloom reaction. The Bloom on itself is just Dendro plus Hydro. You're gonna have a seed. After a little bit, the seed is gonna explode. But now the Bloom reaction is also gonna have two sub reactions, just like the Quicken reaction is gonna have two extra reactions. So now let's say you did the Bloom reactions, you have the seed. Let's say you hit the seed with Pyro. That's gonna result in the burgeon reaction. The seed is simply just gonna explode with a harder explosion with Pyro damage. So yeah, that's it. If you have Bloom, then you hit the seed with Pyro, you're gonna have the burgeon. The seed explodes. Now if you have the Bloom reaction and you hit the seed with Electro, you're gonna have the Hyper Bloom. What the Hyper Bloom is gonna do is that the seed is gonna fly to an enemy and hit him and deals damage to this enemy. So instead of it waiting to explode, now it's gonna fly and choose an enemy and then hit him. So basically these are the reactions from the Dendro plus Hydro. Dendro plus Hydro, you're gonna have Bloom, which is just a seed. Then basically Dendro plus Hydro plus Electro, you're gonna have them in this order obviously. So yeah, you're gonna do them in this order. Dendro plus Hydro, you're gonna have a seed, and then when you add an Electro, the seed's gonna fly to an enemy and hit him, and that's called Hyper Bloom. And then we have Dendro plus Hydro plus Pyro. Again, you're gonna have the seed, and then when you hit it with Pyro, it's just gonna explode. If you're wondering what's gonna happen if you add in Dendro to Cryo or Geo or Anemo, basically nothing. It cannot be swirled with Anemo. With Cryo, nothing happens, and with Geo, it's kinda expected, nothing's gonna happen. So yeah, that's it. Now this is like a final total graph for the Dendro reactions. I tried to make it like pretty simple to understand. So this is what we have. So the first one is Dendro. Let's say the enemy is affected by Dendro. If you add in Pyro, we're gonna have Burnin. If you add in Electro, we're gonna have Quicken. And if we add in Hydro, we're gonna have the Bloom. Now from the Quicken itself, if we add in Electro, we're gonna have Aggravate. And if we add in Dendro, we're gonna have Spread. So basically we're gonna need Dendro, Electro, then say Electro again for aggravate, and then Dendro, Electro, and then Dendro again for spread. Same thing with the bloom. If we add in Electro, we're gonna have hyper bloom, and then if we add in pyro, we're gonna have the burgeon reaction. To explain the reactions again, burn-in is basically the enemy's gonna burn. Quicken is gonna be debuffs, the enemy's gonna be debuffs, and he's gonna have green like electro aura around him. Aggravate is that when the enemy already has Quicken, you add an electro, is gonna take extra electro damage and have the aggravate reaction. Dendro, the same thing but with Dendro damage. Bloom, you're gonna have a seed on the floor and it's gonna explode after 6 seconds if you do nothing to the seed. Burgeon is that the seed is gonna explode with pyro damage and it's a harder like explosion. And finally the hyper bloom, the seed is gonna fly out and hit an opponent. So yeah, that's it with the Dendro reactions. Pretty simple, not really much to say here. I didn't talk about the Dendro auras with the enemies and stuff like that. That's just a video for reactions. Maybe I will in the future, but yeah, if you enjoyed the video and you understood the reactions, please don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and see y'all in the next video. Peace.